never been shown before. It's a love story, it's a coming-of-age film, it's an action-packed just journey of a lot of different souls coming together for one.
Yes, and there you go. You got Ralph. He gave you all the information. You can't say you did all the information. Like, he gave you like every platform that's going to be on.
Yes.
And if Ralph gives us the opportunity, I'm gonna show like a little clip, you know, there and there.
I'll give you
I'm gonna get the movie exclusive. Okay, yes, I've been like budgeting him for exclusive. You know what I mean? Yeah. And there you go. We're on Exposed TV with Ralph and with your girl Kateria. Let's get it.
Massachusetts Breast Cancer Coalition is dedicated to preventing environmental causes of breast cancer. Please join us for our 2019 annual Against the Tide events at DCR's Hopkinton State Park on Saturday, June 15th, and at DCR's Nickerson State Park in Brewster on Saturday, August 17th. Against the Tide offers participants chip, timed, swim, run, and aquathon components with USATF certified 5K and 10K routes, as well as paddleboarding, kayaking, and a fitness walk. Please support MBCC's goals toward breast cancer prevention by registering or making a pledge today at mbcc.org/swim.
I just came to Cambridge from China. I lived in Urumqi, where Xinjiang food is famous. Kebabs in Xinjiang.
Hi, I'm Nancy Schlachter, and the Executive Director of the Commission on Immigrant Rights and Citizenship, which is a mouthful, so I'll refer to it as CIRC. CIRC came into being to address the sort of deteriorating conversation around immigrant services and immigrant rights in this country in the run-up to the 2016 election. When CIRC was formed, we immediately looked at doing a needs assessment. What were immigrants in Cambridge looking for? Some of what evolved out of that process was a range of immigrant needs: language courses, citizenship courses, immigrant legal resources, social service needs, housing, a broad array of needs that any resident might have, but for immigrants might be harder to access, more challenging to find those resources and figure out how to meet their needs.
We serve every single immigrant in the city of Cambridge to make sure that every single immigrant in the city of Cambridge and every culture is celebrated. We have many different resources in our office to address any needs that any immigrants has. We have an outreach staff that can assist any immigrants if they call CIRC and refer them to any organization, especially local organizations that have different resources that they can benefit from.
I reach immigrants in Cambridge person to person at different community events. I meet people who really need help, immigrant people who don't speak, mostly who don't speak English, who don't know where what is. I feel like whenever I meet someone person to person and give like actual information the person needs, I feel like I did something important. I helped that person, so I feel very good.
We are connected to a wide array of programs. The Human Services Department, the Cambridge Police Department, Cambridge Health Alliance, Cambridge Public Schools, and the list goes on and on. We are also connected to some nonprofit organizations such as the Margaret Fuller House, CEOC, the Transition House, and so on.
Folks that attend the clinic seek legal advice from experienced immigration attorneys, ranging from temporary protected status, citizenship, legal residence questions, pretty much anything in between. The clinic refers them to no-cost, low-cost, or private immigration attorneys in the community. It's something that honestly and in all sincerity wants to help out the immigrant community and make sure that they get the resources that they need in order to feel safe in the state of Massachusetts.
What can you do to help immigrants in the city? You can share the information that the City of Cambridge has the Commission on Immigrant and Citizenship Rights, and you can refer it to us. And our outreach staff can assist anyone that calls our office.
It's a tough issue. You know, it's not sick kids. You know, it's not abused family members. It's not the kind of thing that people are very quick to pull out their support for. It's like harder to connect with until the time when you need a service like this.
We are losing local voices. We're losing local coverage of important issues and events, and it's all going away. People are so-called cutting the cord or getting rid of their cable TV service, which has a direct impact on our funding because most of us receive a portion of the gross revenues of the cable companies. The other issue that is really making the news right now that people are paying much more attention to is that the Federal Communications Commission is trying to undermine the cities and towns' rights to control their public rights of way.
CCTV is a gem in our community. They are open to all, and it's a wonderful, wonderful place. It's very warm, it's very inviting, and it's always been a place where I felt welcome.
It's been a pillar in the community, I think, my whole life, having grown up in Cambridge.
It's my community, and I love being surrounded by all different people.
Pretty much everything that we do here would be affected. We certainly still have our training program and we still have access to media making tools. We have a computer lab. We have now a virtual reality lab that we just opened. We have a year-round youth program. We have a program for seniors to teach them technology. We do a lot in the community in terms of trying to foster civic engagement and community dialogue. We cover a lot of events for nonprofits.
What we have here is a really large neighborhood where people share a lot in common. They go to work together, they go to school together, they live together. You know, they share the city streets, and like the sorts of things that happen in the city matter most to the people in the city. And we're the place where we can help people like communicate with each other about it.
I think that what this would indicate, if it went through, would be that the public interest is not what's important, it's corporate interest. And I think that that's obviously in our country right now, that's certainly the law of the land is moving in that direction, and I think we need to pull it way back.
We all have a voice, and I think we need a platform to be able to speak up and show our voice.
We have the right of free speech in this country, but it doesn't give us the opportunity to free speech.
Freedom of speech is something that I think in these dangerous times we are losing. And we need to be able to fight for our freedom of speech wherever we can.
Community media centers, in a lot of ways, are the last bastions of that kind of speech.
Everyone says, oh, government TV, I don't want to watch stupid city council meetings, it's so boring. Until the city council is talking about renovating your street or tearing down the school next to you. So Comcast won't cover that. Verizon and AT&T, they don't care about those local issues. Like really, this is the only place where anybody will.
Cambridge needs to do the advocating that we do to ensure that community televisions across the country keep their funding and can function and can be part of the community that they're in.
We will do what we can. Financially, we are a really rich city, and so I think we have been able to fund CCTV in the past, and hopefully we could continue to do that.
Do you miss your home country? Do you miss your home country? I miss my home country. I'm from Bangladesh. I miss my friend, my neighborhood, school, my playground, Eid celebration and food. I moved to United States to have a better life, including work, education and money. But these things don't make me happy. Being at my home country, big part is playing cricket. Cricket is my happiness in my life. I only get chance to play cricket in United States only 3 months out of the year. It is hard to find a cricket field to play in Massachusetts. These are 3 months I play cricket in Massachusetts State Cricket League, and the rest of the 9 months I am busy with my work and school. I plan to move to Bangladesh when I am 30 or 40 years old. I have another plan to visit my country in Bangladesh after graduating high school.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Being very bored at home, it was a nice Saturday night or Saturday afternoon, and I heard a song on the radio by DMX, and it said some of the most profound statements I've heard by any rapper, any artist at the time. So as soon as the song was over, I immediately picked up a pen and paper and started writing. I knew I needed to write poetry right away. I'm always over shit. You can't check my attitude. There's a lot of obliviousness that's going on in American culture. A lot of things that are obvious that people are ignoring, people choose to ignore, or people choose to give reason or justify. And I don't think any of that is right. I think there's a lot of stuff that if we were literally and truly living in a prosperous mind state, half of these things that are problems in our world. I've been doing what you need. Choose the sun, I choose the mood. Now let's I really want to kind of see people moving towards more what they love and what they like to do in the world, and that being more of an importance than how much they're making or what they're gaining. I really
Papa. In the room, yeah. Papa, can you wink for me? Oh, yeah. Wait, can you wink again? Can you wink one more time? Can you wink with the other eye? Wait. Wait, Papa, can you wink? Okay, Papa, can you wink? Wait, Papa, can you wink with the other eye? Oh, wait. Papa, wait. Papa. Wait, Papa, so can you wink with the other? No. Wait, Papa, okay, wink with the other eye. Wait, Papa, okay, wink with the other eye. No, the other one. No, other one. No.
They're both at the same time.
But can you just... Jake! Papa! 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 But Papa, wait, can you wank for me?
Oh yeah.
Wait, can you wank again? Can you wank one more time? Can you wink with the other eye? Wait, Papa, can you wank? Okay, Papa, can you wank? Wait, Papa, can you wank with the other eye? Wait, Papa, wait. Papa. Wait, Papa, so can you wink with the other? Wait, Papa, okay, wink with the other eye. No, the other one. No. Other one.
They're both at the same time.
You really gotta look up close at the wings. But can you wink? Papa. Papa. Well, folks, sorry, there was a lot of breaking news, and it was breaking all over the city of Cambridge tonight, and I hope that you enjoyed our local CCTV news, because it's important. Those PSAs, those children, those instruments, these are important things. But welcome to the news that has the blues, if you mean the red, white, and the trues, for New America. New America starting in Cambridge. Let's start it off with some breaking local news. Okay, we have several guests that canceled for the show today, and several guests that are here and on their way, and new guests in the future and past guests in the future past. So Peaceful Anarchy Cambridge has just announced, what is it? Is that Ed? Ed, is that? I don't know who's. We might have a wire loose somewhere. Free wall, it's a symbol that it's okay to paint in the streets. Cambridge is officially spelling it out, just so that you know. Otherwise, it's a cage for freedom. Doesn't make sense. Moving right along. We have a hot tip that something happened with Mariah Carey.
If you love muscle cars, I've got some exciting news. And remember, you saw it first on the
and
Fast
a
Lane
cake.
car. I'm here.
We're gonna have to do
Chelsea
some back
Proving Grounds
research.
in Ann Arbor, Michigan, with
Conrad,
behind me, and that is the
I'm
new,
Janae.
brand new
Janae
wide-body
Sequa,
Charger.
here today with the
This
news.
is a wide-body Hellcat Challenger. Well, that is a Charger.
It's
And
hailing.
just
Okay,
unveiled it. So
Conrad,
before we
the
all
weather,
number
the
0 to
weather.
60, quarter-mile
All right.
times. Tommy, why don't you just walk them around and show them what the thing looks
Thank
like?
you,
and then
Janae.
we'll go over all the
Now that's
details.
where I'm
We'll let
gonna have
you
to
know
sit.
why
I hope you
that
know.
is one of the world's fastest sedans.
All right, this is how we're gonna do it today. You know what they say, every day is different. Every day the news is different. And every day the news here is different. You know what I mean? All right, so thank you again. I'm Conrad Benjamin, Chief Meteorologist, here with the weather. And you know what I love about the weather? I've always loved this about the weather. It never stops, you know? Every week you can count on it, like clockwork. There's gonna be more weather. And you know what I say? As long as the weather never stops, I'm always gonna have a job. Am I right? All right. So, to get started.
I don't think that's the only factor.
Well, I asked
involved,
rhetorically.
honestly.
I asked
Gotta be
rhetorically, and you
hot
should have
tips
picked up
on
on
the
that.
inside
And now
circle.
it's my segment. So anyway, okay. So, first of all, you're gonna be jumping for joy. Look at that. Jumping for joy. Look at that. Blue, beautiful blue skies. A few clouds in the sky, but it's gonna be beautiful out. Jumping for joy.
Hold on. Oh wait, break it down. Uh oh. We've got pressing news here. And George Michael is in my ear. Patty Smith. Patty Smith is in my other ear.
Is it true about the
They're
hamsters?
telling me,
Well, we'll be
what?
back later.
Excuse me, are you talking about a hamster? No, you stay there. We need,
You don't know about George Michael and a hamster?
every song, everybody in Massachusetts right now, the oldies song they want to hear, the song that they need to listen to, it's coming through. They need it like a drip, like an IV to their veins. Do you know what it is? They need it every 10 minutes. And I myself, I'm one of these people. It's an epidemic. Do you know what it is?
Janae, I'm waiting.
Dun, 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 dun. She said she doesn't make love, but she good at it. Na 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 na. Goosebumps when I look at. Da na 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 na. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I do not.
I knew we would have to go to the phones with this. What are we gonna do? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus. Your local news, people.
Okay, go back with the weather. We're gonna have to do background production. Hip kids out there in Cambridge, call in. This is breaking. This is emergency news. It's important. We're gonna try and get a hip youngster on the phone.
Well, in the middle of this
Conference
very
about
important news, it's back to our weather,
It's
and
the
that affects
song
everybody.
of the summer,
The
of
storm-
the century, perhaps.
A storm of tranquility,
Second
perhaps.
only to.
Now, it's gonna be so nice. You're gonna want peace.
Wow, man, great till that ought to be great. You know that.
No, I don't.
You know what?
And you're-
Some people are not listening to Top 40, and right now
Some
it's
people-
a crime. It's a crime in
And
the
you know,
state
a lot of
Cambridge.
people
It's
are going to go
universally.
outside Sunday expecting
got some
they're going to
good
get
hits
rain
right now in
they're not
America.
going to they're not going to
Into
get the weather.
America.
And that, as I said, that affects everybody,
The weather doesn't
and it
exist.
never
you
stops.
can never predict the weather. It's global warming. It's a
You can
shit
predict-
storm out there. It's all going to be a desert.
hey.
It is a desert.
I am the one with PhD in meteorology. What? You have an associate's degree in performing arts from community college, or you know what? I don't even know, but that's what I assume. That's what I've always assumed. I'm sorry. Back to the weather.
Where it gets
You're
you,
gonna
Conrad.
be. You're gonna be.
I've seen
You're
your
gonna be in a
paycheck,
good way.
okay?
You're gonna feel peaceful. But there are gonna be a lot of people too, because it's gonna be so nice out. When you go out tomorrow, when you go out to the Boston Common, you're gonna see a lot of people. Do not be alarmed though. There are gonna be a lot of people because it's so nice out. Draws the people out. Everybody can have a good time. Remember that. Okay. Now, for this next piece of weather, you know, right now we're about the weather. We want to tell you about the weather, but we also want to tell you about the weather.
Oh.
About the weather, you know, about weather, how it works, because we're all about that E word here. You know, say it with me.
Singer-songwriter Mariah Carey and famed scientist Marie Curie became unlikely Twitter trending bedfellows this week following a mix-up over cake. Toronto-based novelist. Oh wait, hello? 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 Hello, are you there? What is that sound? Hello? It's a crazy sound. Toronto-based novelist, you know what? Uh-oh. Aretha, look at. They reportedly baked a cake featuring the Nobel Prize winning activist,
scientist known for her pioneering research on radioactivity instead of the world-famous singer of the holiday classic All I Want for Christmas Is You. Wait, so they wrote Mary Curie instead of Mariah Carey on a cake.
Do you know who Mary Curie is?
Famous scientist. I don't think she would know that though.
She's the one who discovered radiation.
That she did. That she did.
I'm not seeing a cake yet, though. However.
And yet, so this committee is not trying to silence this Congress.
As I was saying, the E word, education. The weather, just like this piece of paper, this newspaper. And the paper carries the news, just like the winds carry the weather. Around the globe. Remember that. Around the globe. Okay. Now, for your final day of weather. It's gonna be so beautiful. You're gonna feel like you've won a prize. That's right. Look at, that's how happy you're gonna be out by the pool.
I just developed a new
Thank you.
technique how
That's
to
the
do
weather for
this.
this week.
But in the car, but it's like it's soft. It's soft. I can't do it that loud. It's like, because I use one side of my tongue to do it. It's the hit song in America right now. You all know it. Please phone in and just tell me what the name of the song is and who it's by, so I can look up the lyrics, please. You know what? I'm starting to not believe in the Cambridge community, and I'm moving to New York City. Conrad, I'm just telling you that. I know we're still on the air, but you know what? Don't know if you can tell, but it's a new day for Janae.
Janae, I'm glad it's a new day for you, and if you choose to leave, you'll be missed.
Well, I know that I will be, but, you know, fondness in the heart and everybody. Barbara, could you call in? Could you put the radio on? 103.3 amp. It used to be oldies 103.3, but you know what? I love